So what I'm going to do is sort of an overall update, because I haven't made a video in quite a while. These little plants over here, these are peace lilies, and they actually survived the winter last year, and then I broke them down and I actually planted them in a bunch of those plants over there too. I have to go through and get the weeds out, but there's lots of them in there. I have them, I have some in here, over here. So yeah, and I do it's called artillery plant. To me, it's a weed. They actually sell it as a plant though, but it's like a potted plant weed. When there's good water, good fertilization. The reason why I let them grow is because you see these ones that have it don't have the tall weeds like those over there. So I might even deliberately go poke a stem or something in some of these to keep it from, this is sort of my naughty area, the area that I don't let too many people see. I do have a few strawberries planted in these hanging baskets, and these are a few of the bad hair day. I'm thinking next year these are really going to be more monstrous and interesting to look at. But anyhow, now I wanted to update on seedlings. I sort of just like let that fall off the thing. I had gotten busy with doing a tax class. Look at that, I got some little flowers. And I planted a bunch of seedlings out, and I don't know what's what. We had that hurricane come through, and some of the seeds ran over from one side to the other, and I really have no idea what's left, except for these, I believe are, I can't think of it. It's the low growing stuff that smells really good. This and some other things, and really the seedlings have really taken a hit because I haven't really paid attention to it. And I know my daughter wanted me to do really well with the bok choy. Now I have this, I think, see it says onions, but to me I look like I might have thyme in there too. I could have had like some non-starts that I went ahead and put some more seeds on, and to me this looks like either parsley or cilantro it says. And Swiss chard, I've only got one little seedling. This says thyme, but I think this right here is thyme, and this is some sort of oregano. It says oregano. I got one oregano plant out of a whole thing, and this is basically I started in case it helps you in the future. These type of things, I like the fact that they didn't have holes because they help you keep up with the watering. But the watering was, I wound up with this right here. And that's part of when the hurricane came through. A lot of these got swamped and overflowed, so it wasn't a good idea. So even though I thought it was a good idea, it wasn't a good idea. Go figure. Some of the seedlings are coming up. I have no idea what they are. I think they're cabbages. I had planned on doing a bunch of ornamental kales and stuff. I plan on following up with this since I do have some that are growing, but I think most of these are just regular cabbages. These are some chaya plants, and now the chaya, I was going to bring that up. Chaya has been a real winner for me as far as propagating. I'm going to go back and show you that. These are some, I want to think, I think these are some peppers actually that I grew late in the season. These right here, I think they're peppers. Anyhow, so I was going to go back and show you my propagation box right here. These are a couple more camellias I haven't planted. I need to figure out, I need to get some acidic soil. They're kind of yellow because they have a need for some acidic soil. So back here is my current rooting box. I might have been through this a few times already. And I wanted you to know that Chaya has been, I plan on growing it since it grows so well, a bunch of that for chop and drop. Hi, Noah. Want to say hi? And I've been doing really good with the night blooming jasmine. With that said, I want to collect a few more jasmines to grow out. But anyways, I gotta pot those up soon. That's like part of the fall winter project. And anyhow, so yeah, that's what's going on in this section of our property. My water lily has died back, and I was gonna I never finished my 1 seed challenge, which maybe I'll finish next year for this year. And so that's that. I got some random stuff growing out here, but I'm gonna shut off and go to another area and talk about that. Okay, so it wasn't that long ago. We recently went to a plant sale. It was put off by the local Florida department. These are some of the plants I got at the plant sale. This guy keeps falling over. He's of course a passion fruit. Yeah, and I got all sorts of cool items from there. These are the strawberries. Some of the strawberries, I got runners going. They're doing fairly well. The peppers, they're not loving the cool weather. Look at those okra. That's crazy. To me, I'm sort of holding on. Actually, I like to eat okra. I found that I don't really like the red one. It's more woody than the other ones, but I do love how beautiful it is. Even the flowers are beautiful on it. This looks prime for picking. But yes, I've heard that okra can be perennial. So I don't know that it will be out here, but I plan on playing around with that idea. And we've had some cold weather, not necessarily frost. This is all some rosemary. And we finally got some of the lantanas blooming. And we've got weeds. The weeds never stop. And I played around with zinnia. I've never done zinnias before. I absolutely love them. And I don't know if deadheading them will cause them to flare out, but they're more of a sunny weather type thing. But it was a trial to see if it's something I want to pursue in the future, which I will. I think next year is going to be more flowers. This is a gold lace coleus. These are called Bidens. And this is our Chef Kubo's salad tree. And this right here, look at the beautiful flowers. That is an eggplant that I just knocked the flowers off. Boy, this one feels nice and furry. I haven't had much luck with the eggplant, so I have all the figs out here. They're getting overgrown, and so are the mulberries. I plan on planting a few of everything. And here's the olive trees, and over here I have some more chaya, and like I said, some of this also is a papaya. I got papaya mixed in here, which looks similar. But this chaya is amazing. Look at that. Every little branch that I've broken off and stuck in the ground somewhere has grown. So that I plan on using it as chop and drop in our future. Here's some okras that are overgrown. I'm sort of saving them for seeds. Like I said, next year I want to play with the idea of them being perennial Here's some basil. I need to trim it back. In here I have some peppers and stuff like that that are starting to check out. Getting a little weedy. Still got some peppers in there though. Now, here, this is what become of the blueberry clackamus, whatever. This tomato actually feels, it's starting to feel like it might be ripe, but what happens is here, I think in order to grow peppers, it's my own personal thought, unless you're going to be its personal cater, I mean tomatoes. I almost think here in Florida that you need to do it under a shade cloth. Because as soon as it gets any leaves, we get some kind of moth in here, and then we get the hornworms, and like this, it eats every leaf on there. There's even another little tomato growing up there, but it kind of looks morbid that way, but it's kind of cool actually. I do love these purple style tomatoes that are coming out. They're kind of cool looking. Anyhow, and then we got, of course, over here, we still got the spoon or Everglades tomatoes. And for tiny little tomatoes, they pack a flavor punch. But those are still going strong. And over here is my favorite plant of this year. I cut a lot of them back to let them start because, well, they all need new pots. I'm going to try and put a few in the ground and see if they come back. I'm not 100% sure if they'll come back naturally, but I'm going to stash one in the house because I know they grow so well from cuttings. And over here, this is the depressing signs of fall right here. You see this right here. This is the time to harvest turmeric and stuff, and that's what this is. This is turmeric. These are in a bigger pot, so I don't know if that has something to do with it hanging in a little bit longer, but basically the turmeric will, and all gingers, will pretty much go down to the ground and come back in the spring. This is something I've seen an idea on here recently, and I'm going to pursue it more, is using the Spanish moss for a ground cover to keep the weeds down. And I got these few test pots over here, and it seems to be doing pretty good. I like that. Leftover hanging baskets, canna lilies are dying back. The ornamental potatoes are dying back. Now, here's a few more plants I picked up recently. Oh, I want to go down and show some of the, I'm back. I don't know, my camera just likes to shut off randomly. Says you spoke long enough. Anyhow, so I have some goji berries. Here's some goji berries. And they, so far in the pot, I know they're supposed to be this big woody bush, but in the pot, they always look so, whatever, just like that, sticky. So I'm gonna put some of those in the ground this year. Oh boy, we got some ant activity right here. I'll have to deal with that. But these things, I just love these things. This is another plant man gaves for xeriscaping. Next year I have to plant these up, but these are just amazing. I'll show you my favorite one down here, and I show them all the time, but I think they're kind of cool because they're getting bigger. There's another one. Look at these guys. And yes, again, I leave the cast iron or the artillery plant in there because it helps choke out some of the other weeds. This one's called Purple People Eater. That one's Snow Leopard. You got all the pretty pinks in it. Look at this one. And this one, I believe, this one is called Moon Glow, which is one of my favorite colored ones. So yeah, those are looking great. We're going to see how they do over the winter. And some of these down here are too weedy to tell what's going on, I'll be honest about it. But we'll straighten that up soon. So, yeah. So that's it for this area. Hang on a second, I'll update you more. Okay, so down this row here, we planted in 15 loquats. Planted them in pretty short distance from one another. So, yeah, they're losing a bunch of leaves. They were overdue for planting when we planted them. I've been trying to keep them watered, and I plan on coming back through. I didn't do anything special when I planted them. I just planted them in the earth like they are. I do plan on coming back and top dressing with some mulch and things, whatever I can get my hands on. But this whole row here I recently planted in loquats. Now, in between, there's supposed to be a fig. Now, this one I lost out. This one is growing figs, but I do plan on coming in and replacing the figs that are missing in this area. And I also plan on planting a lot more of, it's going to be a full thick row of goji berries and whatever else I come across to plant in here. So that's what I've been working on, is I'm kind of focusing on this row for the food forest. And so yeah, that's what's going on with that. And hang on a second, I'll take you to another spot. Yeah, you notice all the mole activity all of a sudden. We have these crazy moles all over the place this time of year. Anyhow, hang on a second. So I think we're finishing up with the figs this year. Even though I'm still getting some, a lot of them are complete mush from the cold weather that we've had. Like this one right here. That one's pretty good. But I made a mistake of taking a couple of these the other day and putting them in my pocket, and I had fig mush in my pocket the other day. I'm gonna take it up and feed it to the chickens, actually. So I'm thinking that the figs are about done as far as getting stuff that is edible off of them. So the other thing I wanted to show over here is the persimmon tree. I've been taking 2 off every single day. I've been eating 2 persimmons a day. Like I said, I can't resist them. I look at them as God's little treats, you know, so that he made just for me. So every day I come out here and pull 2 of those beauties off and eat them. So I hope to have more persimmon trees next year, but for now, they've been having seeds in them, but they say they don't come true to seed, and I'm not sure if they'll even produce a plant or not. But being that I have the mother plant here, I could always graft from this plant onto the seedlings. So I'm thinking about pursuing the seedlings anyways. And the same thing with the loquats. Even though I don't know what variety they are, I know a place I can order cuttings from to graft on different varieties. If that's something I wish to pursue. I haven't had very much business at all this time of year. I've been working on my classes, tax classes. So I'm sort of thinking about shutting down, but for 1 day a month, but I'm not sure yet. I'm just sort of floating by right now. But anyways, hang on, I want to give you a bird update next. So you see this little turkey right here, and there's another little turkey right there. We have 2 baby turkeys. There's those figs. We also colonize babies, but they're almost full-grown chicken size. We're starting to, what we thought were roosters are not roosters, and we don't know how many are roosters yet. I know this one and that one, but we're gonna see how it goes. Oh, and probably the red ones too. We'll probably be looking at homes. There's Shadow sitting up on her perch. But yeah, what a colorful bunch of little babies we got. And then the turkeys are always following. And speaking of turkeys, we have Captain and Kane here. And another thing I wanted to bring up, my husband gets mad when I say negative things about our dog. And well, I'm never trying to be negative about our dog. I just like to inform people of character traits they may not have thought about. See him out there? He has been amazing with this group of baby birds, because he used to really have a hard time with the baby birds, but he has really come around and he's not chasing them as much. As a matter of fact, he guards them. Whenever they throw a fit, he comes over, lays in the area. He's always on watch for them. And he's really been good about that. He's really come into his own. I think a lot of it has to do with spending time. And yes, some of our birds are molting. They're not sick or anything. They're just bald. And the boys have been showing up big time. And we eventually have we're probably gonna eventually have to make some decisions, because I'm pretty sure we got a boy and girl baby turkey, and these 2 fight on an occasion. So I don't know, a 3rd male turkey in the mix. The turkey's chasing the chickens. We'll just have to see how it plays out. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. The rest of our chicken flock's healthy. They haven't been laying great. Say hi. Say hello to my little friends. Say hello. Yeah, the turkeys are just so beautiful this time of year. And they, as a matter of fact, the more beautiful they are, the more Captain gets a little bit of an attitude and chases me around some. So I haven't figured out how to break that. Look at that nasty water. You got to drink that, right? Even though you got clean water. So I hope you guys enjoyed this update. It was sort of a fall update, and I've sort of been off my game. I'm thankful, but fall is not my favorite. I always, everything's going to stop growing and, go into the ground and that kind of thing. And although I do enjoy the break, it gets too hot in the summertime, and like I said, the fall is just not my favorite. But the weather's beautiful right now. This is the thing that people move to Florida about. So I'm very thankful for the wonderful weather, and be coming out and doing some more infrastructure like things. We need to tear down parts of that coop and other stuff. So we'll be doing that soon. And we have a few more trees from our past storms on the ground that we'll have to take care of. But anyways, so how you doing this fall? Did you guys have a wonderful Halloween? And I hope you did. And I am so thankful that you came and watched our video. And I hope to see you again. Have a wonderful day. Bye now. Oh, I had to add on a little bit of Noah here, and isn't he just darling up underneath there? He's so pretty, and that's what he does. He'll sit there like that and watch over everybody. And you see, that's a little one, and she's even flying and everything, and he's just watching over her, being a good boy.